Hey guys, Tango Bravo, and really big thanks to all the 10 people that subscribed to me this past month, and without further ado, let's get into it. So before we begin, once again, big thank you for the guys that have subscribed to me this past month. It's been an amazing month of creating YouTube videos. I honestly never thought I'd finally get around to doing it. So thank you guys, you're giving me the motivation to keep going. Let's see if we can get 10 more subscribers by the end of the month. Also for this video, let's see if we can't try again for the 10 like in 1 week challenge I'm submitting to you guys. You guys are awesome at dropping likes on my videos, but we've never quite made it to 10 likes, and we have enough subscribers now to hopefully be able to get there. So let's see if we can't get it done this week, guys. So what is this game? For those of you who remember playing it, it is Blacklight Retribution. It came out back in July 1st of 2012, so this is going on a 5-year-old game. And I mentioned it back in Warface Is It Good, that video, and it got me wanting to play it again. So I re-downloaded it, and it's playing on the screen now, and you can see it kind of shows its age. You can tell it's an older game just by looking at the textures and the fact that there is no anti-aliasing in the game. So whenever you aim down sight, you're going to see those rigid lines that you aren't really used to seeing in a game you would expect to see on YouTube today. But because of that, I have not had a better game run on my PC. I've got a GTX 950. It's kind of getting up there in age and really wasn't a top-of-the-line processor graphical card whenever it first came out. However, I did not drop below 60 frames a second once playing this. No frame rate issues, nothing. And I found that absolutely amazing. So like even if you have a really bad PC, like say something small like a dual-core processor, this game actually supports that as its minimum specifications. And its top specifications it's recommended are it just says 4-core processor and 4 GB of RAM, so no one should have any problem playing this game. And for a first-person shooter, that translates into silky smooth gameplay. Like I really haven't seen anything like this in the past couple years playing on the PC. But as many of us know, silky smooth frame rate and okay graphics don't really mean anything if the game is bad. And today, in my opinion at least, we're 2 for 2 on good free-to-play games. Which brings me into another topic, like is this game actually free to play? And I found it is, but there's a catch to it. So what you'll see in the game is you have currency that you could buy, which I have no idea how to buy it. I tried clicking on buy some of these coins and it won't let me. But you also get play points, which you get a very small amount per match. I think my second match, which will be inside of this playthrough, I got 176 coins on top of the 1500 that you get at the beginning and the 88 I got on the first round. Where if you want to unlock a weapon or something permanently, you're spending upwards to 25,000 credits is what I saw. So you're looking at a really large grind to just permanently unlock a weapon. However, that doesn't mean you won't get to play with any of the weapons, because each gun and each sight can come down to between 300 for 1 day unlock to 1200 for a scope for your sniper rifle, which honestly I don't see why the scope is more expensive than the gun for 1 day, but it's whatever the developers decided. I didn't work on the game. However, I feel like that's just 2-3 games to get that, so you can easily play a little bit, come back the next day, play a little bit, and you can always have that one gun unlocked day by day, so you're not really committed to having to grind all the way up to 25,000 points just to have it, and maybe you're not even good at it. So that's really something like there's a complaint about it and not a complaint, because yeah, it is really expensive to be able to unlock that one gun once and then move on to another gun you want to buy for like a day or so. But at the same time, you can really use everything inside of the game. So with guns and classes in mind, we can move on to actually what it's like to create a class. And what I found, it's really similar to what you would find in like a regular FPS, like one that you pay for, Call of Duty, not Battlefield. Battlefield's completely different, but stuff like Homefront. I hate to go back to Homefront like I did in my last video, but you can customize your weapons. You can add in secondary weapons, like the shotgun is actually a secondary weapon, like in Modern Warfare 2, so that's actually really cool. But like I said, there really is no level type unlocks in this game. What you get is through grinding through the game to get those credits and buy those things. So like attachments and stuff you can buy right out the bat, but they're really expensive, a lot more expensive than the weapons, like I said, which I still find odd because I'd rather be playing with a completely different weapon than just slapping a scope on a gun that I'm kind of okay with or a gun that I'm used to. I'm kind of a man with variety, or that wants variety, with my weapon classes. And with the weapon classes, one thing that I did see that I really do like is each time you die, there's a 10-second respawn time, and in that time you can actually go through and choose what class you want. But it doesn't look like you can modify them inside the game. You have to modify them in the lobbies before you go in. But that is some things that a game you find you do get really used to. So I don't see that as being much of a problem. Getting into the actual gameplay, the guns straight have no recoil. Like, at all. There's this one machine pistol you can play around with once you get into the game. Once you start up, you choose your name, choose your character, and it drops you straight into a training game where it teaches you the main basics of the game, which really there aren't much. It's a bare-bone games at its core, but that's what makes it so fun to me. It's fun to sit back and actually relax for a second and just AWSD and pull the trigger on some people. And as you can see, as you're watching me play this game, it's my first and second game in, 4 years, and the game's changed drastically since what I remember, especially since the lobbies were actually full back then. You actually, it's really easy to pick up kills in this game. It feels like something that I've played before. I mean, I know that I have, but it feels like if someone's never played this game, they could sit down and fall right into line with everybody else and perform just as well. So whenever it comes to the key differences in this game as what you would find on another game, if you're a fan of Titanfall, you'll kind of like this one. There's something called hard suits in the game, and it's like a 1500 point unlock for in-game, in-match currency, I think is what it is. And you could drop that in and you can run around and straight destroy people. And there's like 3 or 4 different mech types, which is basically what they are, is mechs. They're really hard to kill, but there is a weak spot on them, which you could find on my next point, the hyper reality vision. Now in this game there is no mini-map, and the way they let you see around and check for enemies, like if they're shooting like you would see in a regular like Call of Duty or Battlefield mini-map where they pop up there, you get something called the HRV, which allows you to see through walls, see where your teammates are, and see where enemies are. And yeah, that does sound kind of game breaking, but in a way it actually works with the way this game is. And how you can pick these mech suits up is in something called a weapon depot. It's they're scattered all across the map, and your team can find them using the HRV and unlock them. And it gives you access to stuff like anti-rocket or rocket launchers, flamethrowers, health packs, ammo, the hard suit, and just basically a lot of stuff that can help out your team. You'll see it brought up once in the playthrough that's on your screen now. And that's basically really it for what you would see inside of a game that's different from other games. I know it doesn't sound like much, but whenever you actually get into play, it's really interesting in its own respects. So moving on to game modes. According to Steam, there are 7 different game modes and 9 maps. The game modes can include as much as Team Deathmatch, Domination, Capture the Flag, Kill Confirmed, and new game modes like Net War. I don't know exactly what that is, and for a good reason. This game really is kind of dead. It's been out for 5 years now, like I said, and the lobbies are basically empty. I saw 2 lobbies that were full at its 16 player amount, and a couple lobbies that were trailing behind all the way down. And I didn't have to scroll very far to find the massive list of empty lobbies that this game consists of. However, that doesn't mean that this game isn't worth checking out. There are still people that play it. While aren't many, quick play quickly throws you into the fullest match you can find, and you are instantly having fun with this game. So without making this video too much longer, I feel like this is a good game. It's definitely something easy for new players, especially new PC players, to just be able to hop into and learn the ropes of what it's like to play with a keyboard and mouse. And definitely for someone that's not good with first-person shooters or new to first-person shooters and just interested about what the genre is, this is the perfect game to set in and try. It's free to play, you don't have to pay for it at all, and it runs on almost any kind of PC you can buy today. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment down below if you want to see more stuff like this or just generally what you liked about the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. I release videos 2 to 3 times weekly. And share this content with your friends if you really did enjoy it. Try and get the name out there. Try and get this channel to start growing faster and faster. I know you guys can do it. You've been a big help so far, and I know you can keep being a big help. And as always, remember the challenge I put out to you guys. I know we can get to 10 likes on this video. I can feel it in my bones. As always, guys, this has been Tango Bravo, and thanks for watching.